Oxen here presents another case from the files of Fred Tremolo.
They say the next big thing is here, that the revolution's near. But to me, it seems quite clear that it's all just a little bit of history repeating. I was just wrapping up a case when a blast from the past came barreling at me like a train from a tunnel. Write this one up as the case of the Wild-Eyed Boys. What had started out as a simple lover's spat ended up with me chasing down a serial arsonist who called himself the Disco Inferno.
I am a fire starter, a twisted fire starter.
Sure, Disco, sure. I knew I'd be burping out little black clouds for a week, but at least I was getting paid, plus a bonus. Seems our flame fan had a reward and somebody was really into him. Too bad it was the boys in blue.
My house is out of the ordinary.
Well, it was before you doused it in kerosene.
That's right. Don't want to hurt nobody.
I know you didn't, but you know how fire can spread. Someone could have died.
Some things sure can sweep me off my feet.
Like?
Burning down the house.
Yeah, I should have seen that one coming. All right, boys, you can take him away. And don't forget my money.
I was in the house when the house burned down.
Mr. Tremolo?
I told you, I'll give you back your blanket when I'm done with it.
What?
Oh, you're not a fireman. Hang on, Jack, is that you?
Yes, sir, it's me.
But where's...
Yoo-hoo!
Well, Jack and Diane. It's been a long time.
It sure has.
And we wanted to tell you how grateful we were for everything you did for us.
Well, it's true, we wouldn't be alive today if it wasn't for you, Fred.
Well, I mean, of course, you're welcome. But that's not why you came to find me, is it?
No, it isn't. There's something we have to tell you.
Well, out with it.
The boys are back in town.
The boys are back in town?
The boys are back in town.
The boys are back in town again. How do you know? Are you sure that...
That the boys are back in town?
The boys are back in town.
But how do you know?
We heard it straight from Dino.
From Dino's Bar and Grill, you remember.
Yeah, I remember. The boys. One of the worst motorcycle gangs the city of Fair Use had ever seen. They'd been gone for years, and now they were back.
Oh, Fred, what will we do?
This here's the story of Jack and Diane. They left their small town full of chili dogs behind the Tasty Freeze to make a life for themselves in the city, the big city. But a former quarterback and a pretty girl with no education have a rough time ahead of them in a city that doesn't care about little dreams. Tell me again how it is you caught the eye of the boys?
Well, I was working as a waitress in a cocktail bar.
That much is true. I was learning to be a mechanic at the time.
I overheard them talking about a problem with their bikes and thought it might be a way to send some business Jack's way.
That's right. When it came time to pay, things changed. They weren't about to ante up. Plus, they wanted something else. Diane.
Well, it was you who stood up to them, got them to leave us alone, pushed them out of town.
Yeah, but I didn't do it alone.
Have you heard from...
We don't talk anymore, like we used to.
What should we do now?
You two lay low. They might not remember me, but no way they'd forget a girl like Diane.
Who could?
Oh, you two.
What are you going to do?
Me? I'm going to figure out why they're back, see what they're up to. And for that, I'm going to have to go see Jim. There's things I know, certain undeniable truths of the universe. The rock-solid do's and don'ts to keep living right. 1, you don't tug on Batman's cape. 2, you don't spit into the wind. 3, you don't tear the mask off the old Lone Ranger. And 4, you don't mess around with Jim. Now, I know you might have heard that slightly different, that it's Superman's cape you shouldn't tug on. But come on, what's he going to say? Now, citizen, let's keep our hands to ourselves. But Batman, he'd lay you out, no question. But back to Jim. We hadn't spoken in a few years. We'd had a bit of a falling out, a tiff, a kerfuffle. Also, he'd punched me really hard in the face. Our correspondence had dropped off since then. But with what we're up against, I knew I'd never make it without him. I just really hoped he wouldn't punch me again. That'd really hurt. Jim, you home? It's Fret.
Go.
Come on, Jim.
Walk out the door.
Can you just give me a second?
Just turn around now,
It's important.
'cause you're not welcome anymore.
I wouldn't have come if it wasn't an emergency, Jim. The boys are back in town.
The boys are back in town?
The boys are back in town.
The boys are back in town. I guess you better come in.
Whatever Jim was into, it was paying well. His loft was looking better than it ever had. His furniture was all shiny leather and chrome, and it looked like all his art was new velvet. Splitting up our partnership seems to have paid off for him. Not that I was going to tell him that. I told him the updated story of Jack and Diane, two American kids doing the best that they can. Jim just listened, barely making eye contact, just grunting to show he was listening. And that's the whole story. What are we going to do, Jim?
We haven't been a we in a long time.
Fine, sure, I get it, but this isn't about that. You want me dead? Fine, the boys will take care of that. And once they're done with me, they'll be coming for you next.
I can handle myself.
No doubt. But what about Jack and Diane? They didn't ask for this.
Oh, yeah. They say life goes on long after the thrill of living is gone.
Really? I hadn't heard that one before. Will you help me, Jim?
No. But I'll help them.
Fine. Where do we start?
First, we figure out why they're really back. No way they suddenly decide they're going to get their revenge. The boys are out to grab that cash with both hands and make a stash.
Money. Money changes everything.
You said it. Then we figure out how to get them out of town.
How are we going to do that? No way the same trick will work twice.
Plus, where are we going to get another ice cream truck? No, the only thing a big dog is scared of is a bigger dog. We just need to find one.
Right. I think I've got an idea. Hey, listen, Jim, it's really good to be working with you again. Like this, helping people.
The road behind was rocky, but now you're feeling cocky. You look at me and you see your past. Is that the reason why you're running so fast?
No, it's never mind. Let's just get this taken care of. Jim!
Right over here. And keep your voice down.
Jim, why am I out here at the docks in the middle of the night? And why did you have me bring Jack and Diane with me?
They're here.
Just outside.
Solid.
I'm out of the loop here, Jim, and I don't like being out of the loop.
Look, you asked for my help, and this is how it comes. I did some checking around. Turns out the boys didn't just come back to town. They were summoned.
Summoned? Who the hell could summon them?
That's the part I don't know. But they're supposed to be meeting this cat tonight. Right here. What have you been doing?
Sitting by the side of the road in the middle of nowhere. What do you think? I've been working on my own angles.
Shush up. Here they come.
All right. Is the brave soul who summoned the boys gonna show his face, or we gonna get rowdy?
Evening, gents. No need to cause a ruckus.
And who are you?
You can call me Envoy. But that hardly matters. What matters is who I represent. It's all right. You can say it.
You work for the machine.
You know I do. And I see you got that message.
We did, and we came a long way, so this better be worth it.
My employers are not one to make idle boasts.
So you got it?
Indeed I do. And you got what I'm after?
Right here.
People can't even walk the street because they never know who in the world they're going to beat for that lean, mean green. The almighty dollar.
We showed you ours.
Then, gents, feast your eyes.
Is that?
Look over yonder. What do you see? The sun is rising, most definitely. A new day is coming. People are changing. Ain't it beautiful? We're calling it Crystal Blue Persuasion, and it's a new vibration.
How do I know that's real?
I'll let you have the teeniest, tiniest taste. Now, how do you feel?
Took a sip from my devil's cup. Slowly it's taking over me. Too high. Can't come down. It's in the air and it's all around. Can you feel me now?
Careful now. Too much can be toxic.
And you want us to sell this stuff?
From Lonesome Town all the way down to Suffragette City.
So that was a scam. Call in the boys and use them to spread this new scratch all along the coast. But what was this machine? I'd never heard of any racket using that name.
Then it looks like we're in business.
Just what they wanted to hear. The machine is pleased.
And while we're in town, I hope they won't mind us taking care of some old scores.
Your time is your time, just long as you get the work done.
That's good news. Hear that, boys? Time to see some old friends. What was that?
Hey, what's going on?
It's just like you said. Find a bigger dog. But in this case, the bigger dog is a cat.
You bring your cat with you?
What's this? What's this? Some dirty old boys creeping around our turf?
Oh no, it's the stray cats.
I don't bother chasing mice around. I slink down the alleyway looking for a fight, howling to the moonlight on a hot summer night.
We're not looking for trouble. We'll get out of the way. Everything's cool. No need to get worked up.
Sorry, boys, but once you ran off, the stray cats took over your turf. And this is a direct insult that can't go unanswered.
Doesn't have to get rough.
I wish I could be as carefree and wild, but I got cat class, and I got cat style. Cats, show 'em your claws.
Boys, let's get the hell out of town.
Looks like the fight's moved off. Fred, you told the stray cats what was going on?
They owed me a favor. Of course, now that we're square, things are going to get a lot more interesting.
Gutsy move.
When you only have one move left, you gotta make it a big one.
And look, the boys ran so fast they left their cash behind.
How about that?
I suppose this would go a long way to getting you in the black again.
Oh, it would, but I've got a much better idea. And by better, I mean worse. Hey, Jack, Diane, get over here.
You don't mean...
I wish I didn't.
Yeah, Fred?
The boys are gone, hopefully for good. But there's no knowing for sure.
You showed them this time, and I know you'll stop them again.
Yeah, maybe. But it'd be better if you two got gone. Go someplace they'll never find you. Don't even tell us.
How would we do it? Even before this, we were barely making it.
Take this. It'll give you a new start. And Jack and Diane will have to disappear. From now on, you're Billy Joe and Bobby Sue. Two young lovers with nothing better to do.
Well, Diane, what do you say?
This could be the end of everything. So why don't we go somewhere only we know?
Well, take my hand. We'll make it, I swear.
Go on. Take the money and run.
Thank you, Jim.
And you too, Fred. We'll never forget you.
It'd be better if you did. Get gone.
When they find out what you did, when this machine learns how you interfered in their business...
Words like violence break the silence, come crashing into my little world. Painful to me, pierce right through me. Can't you understand? I just want to take a moment.
Huh. Maybe you have learned something since before.
You interested in coming back to work?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I'm just promising not to hit you if our paths cross again.
I'm putting that in the win column. A little ditty about Jack and Diane. Nope, wait. This here's the story of Billy Joe and Bobby Sue. They got the money, and hey, you know they got away. They headed down south, and As far as I know, they're still running today. But at least they're free, but not me. Fair Use is my town, and it looks like things are about to get a lot more dangerous. But at least I've got one less person out there looking to knock me down. Like the man said, life goes on, long after the thrill of living is gone.
Ox and Hare's Fret Tremolo is written by Kyle Olson. Performed by David Goldberg, Kyle Olson, Eric Letman, Jess Harris, Justin Kent, Ryan Dalton, and Brooke Underfirth. Directed by Kyle Olson, produced by Ryan Fitzpatrick. Follow us on Twitter at Ox and Hare. Check out our Facebook page or come by our website, oxandhare.com, where we've got mysteries to unravel, the undead to console, and a time traveler. Just not all at once. Find new adventures each week on Ox and Hare's Monday Matinee. Come along.